Hello. Hi, Breezy Bunch. Hello, hello. Okay, so where should we start? Should we do food or beauty first or talk about. Hey, Bestie. How are you? Welcome. I guess we'll do the Bali tea reacts talk first. So it's wild, you guys. Like all these people that I find that are in Yo Mama's chat, like ranting and raving about me or reacting to me, like they have some shit. Well, Bali, I feel like I say it wrong, Bali, but hey, Cyber. She used to like, I don't know that she was under the influence, but like she would send me all these messages, like raging at me and always mad at me. Like when I went live, she would send me a message like, I told you not to go live and you're live. That's fake. You seem fake. And like she would get mad every single time. And I didn't put two and two together that it was the same person that was DMing me before until I watched like a reaction of her video and she was saying things that like literally she said to me. Yay, Cyber. Hello, Backshots. Hello. Anyways, so it turns out, you guys, Bali Chicken Reacts, I think that's the name. It turns out she's been talking to Nader for 2 years. She offered him a restaurant. I guess it was her restaurant. It wasn't doing well. And she offered to give it to him. And I don't know, even more. Like it's wild. And then there were these screenshots that came out where she said that she hated Jewish people. She said that. And she admitted to it. She said that it's because of the country that she grew up in and because of an experience. It's insane to me how Nader has anybody, after everything that's come out, still throwing themselves at him. Um, and I want to say too, like, if you're experiencing dealing with Bali, it's best to just ignore. Like, this will be I'm saying this, and then this is going to be the last I'm talking about it because they clearly aren't well. Um, like I said, the DMs I would get, by the way, like anybody who DMs me, I usually reply back because I think it's nice people took their time to say hello to me. Like, um, but it doesn't give you the right to like tell me how to run my channel or my life just because I reply, hey, how are you back? Um, and it's weird that she would get mad and yell at me and tell me not to go, I guess yell through DMs, you know what I mean? Hi, you guys. Hello, everybody, by the way. Hi, Dr. Drea. Yeah, Erin, it's wild. That actually happens to me a lot. And then people end up like making videos saying, I was friends with Breezy and she did this. It's like, no, I responded to you like twice and you got weird and I had to block. So it happens to me a lot. A lot of people think that just because I DM back that gives them the right to verbally abuse me, and that's just not going to happen. Hey, lady, how are you? Hi, Joe. So, anyways, I thought it was weird that it came out. She's been talking to Nader for 2 years, and she would yell at me every time I went live. Weird, right? Mikkel, how are you? 5 months strong. Thank you so much. This means the world to me, and I'm always happy when you come back because I know sometimes you like leave for a little while, but it's always good to see you, and you always bring a smile to my face. Thank you, and I appreciate you. Um, the auntie. I mean, I'm just like, there's people that I've genuinely become friends with. I'm saying that there's people that don't know how to separate Breezy's a reactor that I watch and she's kind. And if I ask a question, she responds. That doesn't mean that we're suddenly sisters and gonna move into houses next door to each other and you get to tell me how to live my life. Like, and so I've kind of been very weird about responding back to people lately. But yeah, it's people like this, I'm telling you, like Bali, who I will write back kindly and then get this like weird, sick thing obsession in their head. Um, so yeah, I don't know. It's wild. I'm like, who offers a restaurant to somebody? I know she's married. Which like no judgment there. People have open relationships. Like, who am I to say anything? But from a video I saw last night, like she was screaming at her husband in the hallway. He just wanted to go to bed and she was screaming, I don't want anybody to follow me. My subscribers are going up. He's like, that's a good thing. And she's like, no, I only want the good people to follow me. And like she was going nuts. Um, it's just, I don't know. It's odd to me that people like this exist. It's very unsettling, very. And it's not just an online friendship, right? If you're offering a restaurant to somebody, like, I don't know. Like, I mean, I don't own a restaurant, but I have some really great friends that I've made through having a channel. And even though I adore them, I don't think I would just give a restaurant to them. Like, that seems a bit, I don't know. I don't know. Um, Jamie, the Bali chicken reaction, whatever her name is, I can't remember. I know it has to do with Bali and chicken. And she reacts. That's all I know. She's somebody who used to reach out to me, and at first she was very nice. The first two times she messaged me, maybe three times, and I was kind back. Hi, thank you. Thanks for the support. Have a nice day. You know, like those kind of responses. Cyber, thank you for being a member for 9 months. Thank you. Woohoo! That's so exciting. Um, anyway, so she somehow it started flipping, and like she just got very weird, and messages wouldn't make sense, and she would just like tell me, I've been nothing but a good friend to you and you're being fake. And it's like, but I messaged you 3 times. Like, what? And we're friends, and what did I do to you? Um, and then like I would go live and she would message me, I told you not to go live. Going live seems very fake right now. You're bringing the wrong attention to your channel. And like there was at least 5 messages about me going live and why I shouldn't go live and why she doesn't want me to go live. But I didn't know that that was her, because it's under her real name, the Instagram she was DMing me from. That's why I'm not going to show messages right now. And I don't need to really any. I mean, I don't care what she says about me. Like, I don't, her opinion is crap. But I didn't put it together until all this stuff came out about her talking to Nader for 2 years and offering him a restaurant, and her screenshots where she was texting him. The sad thing is, you guys, she made Nader look normal in those screenshots. Sorry, I have a lot to say about this, and then we'll go to the Foodie Beauty reaction. She made him look like a damn saint. That tells you how sick this whole thing is. Like, she's messaging, I hate Jewish people, all this stuff to him, and he's replying back, like, I respect all religions. Like, she made him look normal. Um, yeah. So when all this stuff started coming out, and then I was watching like clips of her video where she was like, I don't do anything to anybody. Everybody's just after me. And then like she was saying weird things, and I'm like, this sounds like that one chick who used to scream at me whenever I went live. So I went back and checked, and it said her location, Bali. So steer clear, you guys. That's my best advice. Like, I don't care. I'm not going to be reacting to anything she says about me. I don't know. It's so weird. It's so weird, you guys. Let's see. Bali is just not well, and it seems like Yo Mama tends to attract. I'm not saying that's for everybody, because I have people in here that watch him that are very nice and respectful, but it seems like he is a magnet for like the unwell, breezy hate channels. Everybody that's been in his chat that's like doxed me, or was so happy I was doxed, or like wants to see me fail, or like is always judging me or mad at me, like their channels, shit ends up coming out about them. So that's why like I'm not even worried about it anymore. I'm like, all these people that come for me, like it turns out their closets are even worse. Like it's wild. Cyber, I'll tell you all about it later. I'll catch you up. Um, yeah, it's been wild. I don't think so either. And like this isn't me. People say when I talk like on people's possible problems that I'm judging. No, like I could tell a drunk text for, you know what I mean? Like I was a drunk texter. I created drunk texting. Like I was the queen of it. So it's just, I don't know, and things that wouldn't make sense. Like, how does me going live equate to me being fake and drawing negative attention to my channel? Like, I don't know. I don't know. I don't go live that often, because sometimes in life things slow down and it's quiet, and I can go live during those times. Sometimes life is really busy and I can't go live, but I don't see how going live would bring negative attention. I don't know. Um, yeah, Yo Mama's chat definitely is like, he is just the magnet for like all the people who are screaming about everybody else's problems while theirs are like 1,000 times worse. And stuff always ends up coming out. Like, I sit back and watch like all these channels. Oh, look at Breezy's arrest. Look at what Breezy did. And it's like, oh, you were arrested a year ago? My arrests were like 14 years ago. Oh, you're currently suffering with an addiction problem while calling me a drunk and I'm sober? Interesting. Like, it's just those things end up coming out. Dumbass is like the crap under everyone's shoes. It's everywhere and it stinks. And it stinks. All right. So I heard, well, I didn't hear, I know Foodie Beauty uploaded a video. Do you guys have any questions, by the way, before we move on to the Foodie Beauty stuff? I know that was kind of like a lot of info to take in, and it's weird and it's a lot. I will say, though, I popped into a chat, and I guess Bali was like, oh, no, now Breezy's going to react to me. No, like, I'm not going to react to this stuff that you said, because at this point, I think you and Natter, you know what I think? You want to know what I really think? I think you two are doing something to drum up views. I think that's why you didn't want me to go live. I think that's why you don't want me to talk about Natter. And it all makes sense now. So you don't want me to react to it. And I'm not going to react to it because you're asking me not to. It's because I don't want your BS on my channel. But I will talk about what you've said to me. It's wild. Hold on. Aaron, thank you so much. I happen to be looking at my phone for once. Usually I just look at the chat on StreamYards and the member milestones don't show up. But right now my phone's like charged and next to me, a member for 19 months. That's insane. How long have I been doing this now? Because when I started, YouTube is not the same as when I actually started uploading, but 19 months is wild. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. I love you. I have the best members and best friends and supporters. I feel so blessed. Thank you, you guys. What chat did you pop into? Oh, Jessica's. I don't stay. Like, I can't even lie. Like, I'm not even going to lie about it. Like, do I like the stuff that she's done to me? No. Do I like the stuff that she says about me? No. Do I like her behavior? No. Do I like much about her? No. But if I want to know what's going on and something's popping off and she's live, like, I know they're talking about it. So it was her live stream, and I happened to pop in, and Polly was like, oh no, now Breezy's going to react to me. I can't handle it. And I'm like, but you reacted, like, how many videos did you make about me? That seems to be a common trend too. Like, all these people that get caught, they're like, don't talk about what's going on. Don't react to me. And I'm like, but you made how many videos on me? So I guess Bali has been messaging people and asking for them not to react to her videos or talk about the Natter situation. Yeah, so that's that. It's weird. And it's like every day we find like a new, I don't even know. I don't even know what to call it. It's like worse things come out, worse people appear. I will say the picture that she messaged me from and the name, oh, you're not very smart because now I know your real name and what you really look like. Will I do anything with that information? No. But my best advice is if you don't want people to talk about what you're doing online and your behavior, don't do it. If you don't want people, you know what I mean? It's just weird. And definitely don't talk shit to somebody and go nuts on them from your real account. Like I said, like at this point, even though what you said, saying that you hate Jewish people, that's evil and you're a horrible person. But at this moment, like, I don't think you're very well, so I won't react to your stuff. Not because you're asking me to, just because I don't want it on my channel. And if you spiral, like, I don't want that on me because you're not doing well. So I'm not reacting to it. Like, you're safe in that aspect. But Bali, like, I don't even know who you are. Like, I don't know why you would think that I'm going to stop doing live streams because you asked me to, or because you demanded me to after that, or because you obsessively talked about it after that. Like, and what you did and said is F that. People should talk about that. You have a reaction channel and you hate Jewish people? Shouldn't your audience know who they're subscribing to? So that's it. That's all. Those are my thoughts on it. They've been talking for 2 years, Jamie, and she offered him one of her restaurants or something. Like it was failing or going bad, and she had to leave the island, which I remember she would DM me talking about. She was like, I'm stuck on this island trying to leave. But then she said, I guess in her live stream, one of the ones I watched, that she had to leave it. So was she stuck there? She had to leave? I don't know. Thank you. I know you guys always have my back. Thank you. Um, I can't stand him either. Like, I don't know. I've tried to find positives about him, but every time I show him an ounce of kindness, like he basically slaps me in the face with it and then turns around and lies about like a conversation we specifically talked about. Like, and he admitted, like, oh, hey, I didn't know that. Oh, okay, cool. Oh, yeah, I know you're this. I know this happened. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. And then he'll like go lie and be like, breathing and breathing. It's like, what? And then it's so weird too. Like, they could be talking about, they never talk about sports in his channel, even though he's supposed to be a gaming channel, sports gaming, whatever. They could be talking about football and it'll suddenly be like, did you hear about that time Breezy? It's like, what do I have to do with anything you're talking about? And I've seen people in his chat too sometimes. They're like, wait, but what did Breezy have to do with this? I don't know. He's obsessed with me. And it's weird. I'm not one of those like stuck up people. Like people like to think that and that I think I'm better than anybody else. Um, I don't think I'm better. I think I've just learned my worth and I just won't associate with these people anymore, certain people, you know? Um, there are a lot of icky men in girl world. There are. There are. It's it's wild to me that people see how gross they are and how messed up they are and will continue to like throw themselves at him. Like, did you not see the Sam's Bar Lounge videos and you're giving this man a restaurant? And then her poor husband, like, I'm telling you, I don't know, like, she shouldn't have filmed that, like, I don't know, like, that's almost like you worry, like, is he okay? Because when you tried to end the conversation, it was almost like a threat too. She was like, "Well, we'll talk about it in the bedroom then." Like, it was just like, I don't know, like, if you're yelling at your spouse about internet stuff and girl world, like, you might wanna reevaluate your situation. Um, I will never let foodie beauty stuff or reaction stuff like affect my real life. At one point when that GB stuff came out, it kind of did go into my real life, right? Because like it crossed over. It did. Like it was an internet relationship turned, we were supposed to meet and buy a house together and all this stuff. So like it did affect my real life. And I vowed to never let that happen again. So if honestly this stuff like got me to a point where I'm yelling at my baby daddy about Yo Mama or Foodie Beauty or Amberlynn or whatever, like I'm signing off. Like I'm not doing this anymore, you know? It's just weird to me. Um I really don't think I'm better than anybody, but like based on my character, morals, values alone, I know I'm better than him in that area. I know that I don't have to lie to like get people to hang out with me, and that's a feeling that I value and treasure, and that's something I have up on him. Like he has to be obnoxious and lie and drag people and do his whole production and his whole circus in order to get anybody to want to be around him. And for that, I pity him, you know? Um, yeah, Aaron, agree. I've learned and grown a lot. Thank you. You have to. Like, I don't want to keep repeating the same effed up mistakes or like be in the same situations. Like, it wasn't fun. I don't want to deal with it again. So, I don't know. Like, I felt a lot of regret when it seeped into all areas of my real life during that time. And in some ways, you know, when people were calling me a bad mom, I felt like one, even though she never met him. And that her being at an Airbnb with me was not for him to come there. It was for me and her to live there until we bought a house or something like that. So all the lies about that are just insane. But anyways, I don't even want to talk about that again. The sooner I can forget he exists is just, you know, every day, like it's crazy. Like sometimes months will go by and he's not brought up, and I'm like, yes. And then every time he's brought up, I'm like, ugh. But I know me talking about it in some way will help somebody else out there. You know, if he slides into their DMs and they happen to look up my videos, that gives me comfort. So anyways, I love the yo dumbass name. Hey, Janet. I'm proud of you for only push. Jack's ugly. I just saw you in Messica's live stream. I'm surprised you had time to leave. I can't even be mad because, like, I feel bad for you. That's the only thing you have to say about me. One bad reaction. It's just, I don't know. Like, that's the only thing you could say about me. Like, I've told my story. I've faced the consequences. I've healed. I've done therapy. Me and my family moved on. I'm doing pretty good in life if the only thing you could do is bring up like an arrest from 14 years ago. So, Jack, I suggest you go back to Messica. I hear she's thirsty. So, see you over there. Anyways, you guys, insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting different results. Exactly. Cyber said I don't talk about foodie with anyone because they look at me like I'm crazy. I bet. Oh my gosh. I've tried Cyber. Chantel is very hard to explain. All right, let's watch this foodie beauty reaction. So it's kind of old now. You guys have probably already seen it, so feel free to comment and chat about it. That's fine. Is this really annoying that somebody's out there mowing the lawn? I'm sorry. Like, I can deal with it because I know it's nice weather and just people are trying to do it while they can. But if it's really loud, I'm sorry. Oh, did you hear me? Maybe they're watching me. It got quiet all of a sudden. All right, so this video is Charlie and FFG are one and the same. Let me share the screen. You like it? I kind of like the sound of it too. Like in the morning, I know people kind of get mad and they're like, oh, I kind of like the sound of a lawnmower. Like it's comforting to me. I don't know. I also like really loud fans on when I sleep. I just like noise because if it's too quiet, like there's just no way I'll sleep. Like I need some kind of noise. Is anybody else like that? Like my head is so busy constantly and the thoughts like coming in and out and racing. It's like, so when I'm laying down, I'll think of like weird stuff. Like, remember that time you fell in the second grade and accidentally knocked little Bobby over and everybody laughed at you? Like I'll think of weird stuff. So like I always have to have some kind of sound. Yeah, it reminds you good weather is finally here. Exactly. Good weather is finally here. On Easter, all the kids were swimming. They were all swimming. Oh, you guys can't hear it? Okay, well, that's good. Now, we can see this, right? You guys can see. Okay. I sound insane. You can see this too. You can see foodie too, right? Let me make the screen bigger. And let's go.
That, but it's not going to happen ever again.
Oh, wait.
I have been working on this, so this is going to be just a bit of pointing some things out. It's not going to be a rage video or anything like that, so I know you're probably wanting that, but it's not going to happen ever again. I have been working on
that's a lie.
Control. So that means in regards to wanting to overeat, wanting to react in anger at being provoked to do so, and this and that. It's just been very, very helpful. Basically learning about delaying gratification. So I have been doing a lot of work on myself. So yes, I've been very busy. I've decided to hold.
If you learned about delaying gratification, why are you still having all the troubles you're having, and why did you make this video? Because I know this was so satisfying to you. Like you get off making these kind of videos. So you're already starting us off with some BS lies. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this isn't a rage. This isn't a rage, remember? Jack, like nobody cares. So from here on out, we're ignoring you. Like you can leave your little comments. You might get attention for like you might get rewarded in Jessica Meska's chat for acting insane or being weird. So, like, go get your cookies over there. Like, you're not going to get them here. All right, let's keep going.
Hold off on live streams because until I have this mastered, this impulse control, I think it's a better idea for me, obviously, to do recorded content that I
Exactly,
can
Blue
be more
Daisy.
reflective when I'm saying what I want to say. But I want to um, call some things out. Look, I need. There's so many people who like to accuse me of never being
Why
able
are
to
there so many
change,
jump
that
cuts?
my past will always follow me. No, my past will follow.
Okay, I'm not one of those good at editing people. Like, I just do the best I can and hope that it passes off okay. But is there a lot of like jump cuts in this, or is that just me? Yeah, it's the same BS, Janet. Cookies, who is cookies? I wish I had cookies right now. Actually, I kind of want to go to Aldi. Hold on. There's this conspiracy theory. Sorry, you guys. This is my ADHD kicking in. There's this conspiracy theory that the cookies, the knockoff Girl Scout cookies that they sell at Aldi year round, are real Girl Scout cookies. They just sell them for cheaper. And that way they make profit because they sell them year round. So I have been like wanting to test this little theory and go to Aldi and get like a few different, I don't know, flavors, whatever, and just try it out and see if they taste identical. But I really wish I had cookies right now. All right, let's go back to this because my ADHD, I'm going to warn you guys, like it's wild the past 24 hours. If I can actually keep a thought, like I'm impressed. So, and finish my thought, I'm impressed.
Whoever pays attention to it, because me, I'm moving on. I have a right to become a better person. Um, my ring is still not, my ring is in the kitchen because I came back from the gym. I don't take my ring to the gym. I don't want it to get damaged by the machines, and I just don't want it to get lost or stolen.
I thought there wasn't any crime in Kuwait,
That,
according to
in
you.
case that happens, there's a lot of people who want to drag me back down and
Okay,
want me to
Sue.
regress and just be miserable and negative like they are.
Lucky Blue.
And I say like they are because you can, people like Charlie, people like FFG can sit there on their high horse with their thousands of viewers all day, dog crapping on me, whatever. But at the end of the day, you're not any better. So I don't know where this high horse pretense of self-righteous rhetoric comes from. I just find it very hypocritical
Can I ask
because
though, like why people react to her? Why she takes reactions as everybody thinking that they're better? Like a lot of us, it's really loud right now. Sorry, guys. A lot of us have just were moms or have dealt with addiction or have been through divorces, breakups, scammers, whatever. A lot of us have just been through it. And so we're like reacting and saying, like, hey, you're going to get used. And most of the time, she ends up getting used. Hey, this is going to happen. Most of the time, whatever we say happens. So I'm confused on why she thinks every reactor, or specifically FFG and Charlie Gold, like, why she's saying that they sit up on their high horse and say they're better. I think that, didn't Charlie Gold, like, I guess she was going to be a weight loss channel. So maybe she saw some things too, like, hey, I know you're lying about this. Hey, I know you're binging again. Hey, like, I don't know. I just don't think it's wise to say that Chantel is always being provoked and we all are passing judgment when a lot of people are just simply reacting, and she has a problem with that too. Blue Jays, there, that's true. There you go.
Charlie, you act like you're better than me, but you still, every time you react to me, you are seething. Like you can hear it in your voice. You try to act composed, you try to act high and mighty. Um, but really, it just comes down to you being disgusting in your commentary, talking about my body shaming me
But
when you're a larger
Foodie,
woman yourself. Actually,
Foodie, you can't even cry about that because you made community posts shaming my nose and you were saying that like I was practically as fat as you. You were body shaming me. You have no right to talk really about any of this. Do you get that? You need to take several seats. Can you believe this, you guys? Freya, I put hers louder. Maybe I talk really loud. I do know that. I'm Italian, so I talk really loud. Um, I'm not sure. I can keep muting while she's talking and then just pause and unmute when I want to talk. Um, yeah, like she's called me gonzo. She's made fun of my weight a bunch of times, especially when your mama came on scene and was doing the whole fat bitch thing. And he kept referring to me as a fat bitch. Like I didn't even have a name for the first I don't even know how long with your mom. I was just the fat bitch that reacted to Foodie Beauty. And then it seemed like Foodie got this like false like confidence through that. And then like she's joked like, oh, these reaction channels, Breezy, FFG, like they're all almost as big as me, if not bigger. Like Foodie, I weigh like 170 pounds. Like, am I skinny? No. Well, I was 170. I think I'm probably like 173 at the most right now. Like, while I'm not thin, I'm not going to be walking down like a runway being known as like the thinnest person in the world. And truly, I don't want that anyways. I don't. I love my body now, but I'm not anywhere near the size of you. And my nose, my best advice, don't snort things, kids. Like I have a deviated septum, my nose collapsed. Like it's just, that's what you do when you put a lot of shit up your nose. So, yeah. She'll need 2 seats. I believe it. Like, she's talking about delaying self-gratification while she's still, like, looking bigger when I see her. Like, she lies. She's full of BS. She is a lying liar that lies.
Actually, if I need to remind you that you built your entire audience under the pretense that you would be better than Amberlynn and I, that you would make a difference. You would show everyone how to lose weight, something that Amberlynn and I could never do. But you're still just talking from the clavicle up, body shaming another obese woman who's trying to better themselves. So that really doesn't make you a better person. It makes you part of the hate train, negative train, and you're always, 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 always going to have to do that to be relevant.
That's you.
I don't envy that. You guys can have all the numbers you want. I don't envy that. I know people think
Yes, you
I'm
do.
upset because
You
I
are.
don't get as many views, or
You are.
honestly, if that were the case, I would be doing live streams, you know? Like I would be doing open chats. I would be doing anything to try to save my channel. But
You're not doing live streams because you can't you can't come up with the lies quick enough right now. You're caught in so much shit. It's not even funny, Foodie. And like you can't explain away things right now. Your life is a shitstorm. That's why you're not going live. Plus, you can't handle that. You really, right now, I do see more people that are against you that are for you.
I'm not going to do that. My health, my mental health is more important.
Hey, Tay.
We are fine for money. We're not rich.
I can't remember if I
Our
said hi.
finances are none of your business. You know, it's us. We're fine. We're living with it. We're planning on traveling. We have enough. Mashallah. We're happy with what we have. We don't need to we don't need to degrade people to make a living.
You
and
do?
for that, I'll never, never, never be envious.
Foodie!
Same with FFG.
How many times did you say that I was a drunk? You laugh so much at the, what is it, just drinking or just boozing today? Like you had I still think that's you, but you had a grand old kick out of that name. You shame me for going to get help for my addiction and telling my daughter's dad, hey, you have the rights to make any decision on her. You are the primary parent right now because I'm not well and I need to get help. I did the best thing I could have done for my daughter, and you turned it into, you, Foodie Beauty, you in a community post said, I sold my daughter for a bottle of booze to GB. You sick. I really hope, I know you're doing these videos that like if people are wondering, they just come across you. Who is Foodie Beauty? Is she really as bad as they say? Listen to my words right now. She has drug shamed me, addiction shamed me, mom shamed me, body shamed me. She's done it all. And she sits here and says, well, I'm changing. Everything's in my past. I've changed. I put down the bottle and got my shit together over 5 years ago. All my arrests are 10 to 14 plus years old. And you bring up my past every time you get mad at me. Stop hiding behind God and your religion to do sick, evil things and saying, inshallah, mashallah, all that stuff. You're a fake, Foodie. I have a Muslim friend, like, I was really good friends with her in junior high. We kind of got separated throughout time. Like, we talk here and there. And I will tell you, she is like the epitome of like the kindest person on the planet. She is always like about charity and giving and showing love and respect and teaching. Because I didn't know a lot of things. I had questions too. Um, I was really sheltered growing up, and I grew up in a very Christian household. So I didn't know a lot of things about other religions. So any questions I had, like, would I bring this foodie beauty BS to her now and ask her anything? No, because I respect her too much to do that. But like just reconnecting, and she would talk about fasting and different things and me just asking questions. She never made me feel like stupid or dumb. She just gave me her knowledge freely, and she's just the loveliest person. Like, Foodie hides behind God and a religion to do the most evil stuff. And then she quotes things or throws a saying out there and hope that covers her ass. It doesn't. Um, Foodie had the chance to be a mother. The first thing she did when she was in Blue, I don't know. I don't let's I see what you're saying, but that's like such a sensitive subject. I think that she has no right to judge me as a mom when she doesn't know what it's like. You don't know how you will handle crisis until you are in it. And my family was in crisis. The best thing I knew how to do in that moment was to get help, because I was a mess. I was so unhealthy to be around. A precious child didn't need a mom like me at that time. She needed a parent who could be present 24/7, and that just wasn't me at that time. I did my best, but addiction was taking over. I did the best thing I could have done. Could I have done other things? I don't know. But to me, I will never regret what I did because she was safe and she was loved. Um, let's see. I handle crisis by fleeing. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's hit play.
If she talks about anything else,
Uh-huh.
you don't get the views either. If you talk about anything else other than me, you don't get the views.
But at least they are.
If you
Who cares?
even if you talked about me, if it was in a nice way, you wouldn't get the views. You have to
Probably
be
would, though.
hateful. You have to
Not
continue
true.
to sell your own soul to get ahead. And that's not going to last forever. Everyone has ups and downs in life. Nobody has a perfect good luck streak their whole life. It doesn't happen. I had my time where I was making a lot of money,
You did.
but I was miserable. At the time that I was making, 20K a month,
You
it
ate
was
yourself
miserable.
to death
I hated
practically.
my life. I just honestly just consumed the money away.
Thank you,
Now,
Blue.
I don't make that much, but my life is happier, more fulfilling
Is it?
without financial
This is
material
happier?
things. I also am thankful that I now have a partner who's not financially abusive to me, doesn't take advantage of me, and
No, he just
really,
has
really
Foodie.
contributes
Foodie, no, you might not have that in him, but now he has that in you. Every time you get mad at him, you threaten to quit YouTube. You think we're dumb and we don't know what's up? You financially abuse him. I'd put my money on that.
to our life. I mean, I
I
have
don't have much
somebody who
money, but
has their own
I'd put it on
business,
that.
they earn their own income, and they contribute. And I don't have to worry as much about it, which also really, really has been helpful for me trying to get a grip on my own life. I have said some vile, vile, vile things. When I Cuba Rage, yes, I was acting very vile. I've explained my reasoning. Um, for a lot of people, that doesn't excuse it, but I'm not going to keep beating myself
Hold
up
on.
over things that
Oh,
I did or
crap.
said.
In case,
My reasoning.
hold on, you guys. Across the screen, it said something. So in case you're listening and not watching, it said something along the lines of she was being abused. I don't know. Hold on. I was being abused, and most of that hatred was towards my abuser. Okay.
I keep beating myself up over things that I did or said during a time when I was really, really, really lost, really, really emotionally damaged, um, just horrible. And I was just, but comparing to what others have said, if you look on Twitter, If you look on, I mean, people calling my mother a whore, people infertility shaming me.
You said I sold my daughter for a bottle of alcohol. Stop whining about what people say about you and start taking accountability. You keep crying about, oh, the reaction channels. This is what they say. This is what they do. Da, 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 da. What do you do first? Not saying anybody calling your mom that is okay, but Foodie, what did you do first? That is my question with you. I don't believe anything you say. I don't think you're, I don't believe your whole everybody's just a bully and you're the victim. What did you do first? And I would never ask that to somebody, but for you, I will. What did you say first that made somebody say that about your mom? I don't approve. I don't agree with that, by the way. But stop painting yourself as this victim.
Making fun of my weight.
Oh my
You know,
gosh.
like I don't do that on a daily basis compared to what other people do to me. And so I find it very it's like almost a weird way of projecting people who like to sit there, use my content and beat up on me all day long. I don't do that and I don't have
Yes,
to
you
do that.
do.
And for that, I am
Uh-huh.
so thankful that to the point where I don't even care about my views or my following. Like,
Yes, you do.
I care about my loyal supporters, yes, of course, but beyond
All
that,
two of
I'm not
them.
here for a popularity contest. To me, this is not a popularity contest.
Mm-hmm.
It's not high school. I'm my own person. I'm independent. I make my own content.
It's not high school, then why are you always in your mama's chat egging him on like a little cheerleader? Oh, yay! Talk about Breezy some more! Breezy! Breezy! Like, you're a weird Foodie. You are such a high school immature little girl. Actually, I know high schoolers more mature than you. I know 5-year-olds more mature than you.
And that's it. I don't know why people like to beat up on me on every little video I do, but that's not my problem anymore. And I realize that that's the difference now is I realize that I don't have to give a reaction to anything. I don't have to rage. I don't have to be negative. I don't have to partake in that drama.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't mean that right now I can't give a calm opinion on everything or on certain things, but it's probably also just not worth it because even these reactors who I'm addressing, nobody knows who they are outside of reacting to me. Honestly, you're still sitting there being super hateful and having to use my content to get
Mm-hmm.
any views of your own. So coming for Salah and I for using one video, which was free stock footage,
Hey, Aziz.
to do a video when you use all of my content every day and the rest of my channel is all original, my original content
Foodie,
doesn't even compare whatsoever.
you just stole my whole well, not my whole identity, but you tried to. You're using my voice in your videos. I started ASMR. You started ASMR. There's more than that. Hold on, there was something else. I just did a Q&A. You just did a Q&A. Like, come on. Come on. And by the way, while we're here, Foodie, can you stop talking so much shit about my voice when you use it in every video now, please?
Honestly, I'm not even really
I'll just do
worried
it better.
about our channels right now. Like, um, I'm putting more effort into my life, improving my life, than I am into
Where?
my content.
Where? When?
And
How?
that's just all I can handle right now. That's all I can do. That's just more important to me. Um, Ramadan is more important to me.
Is it?
I'm just not in the
And how
mood
has
to
she spent it,
share
you
a
guys?
lot of things right now.
How has she spent Ramadan?
I'm kind of like,
Raging?
putting my head back in my shell for right now.
Because
And
you're
I
a
just need
coward.
to do that to protect myself. And
No, you're just a coward and the internet
um,
hates you right now.
just don't ever mistake not reacting as being weak. I hear people say, well, she doesn't fight back, so she's weak.
What? Who
No,
says
not
that?
fighting back to somebody who's not worth your attention
Who
is the
says that?
strongest thing you can do.
Who says that? We all tell you to shut up when you're raging. Who says that?
In life because that for me has been the hardest thing I've ever had to do in my life ever hardest that and overcoming obviously my food issues, which by the way, again, very hypocritical of people like Charlie who started their channel um, going to show everybody how she could do what Amberlynn and I couldn't do, but here you are.
Why'd she choose
And
that
you're
picture?
more nasty than ever when you talk about us. And it's really sad. I don't envy your life at all. I don't envy that you have to be a negative person trying to prove yourself as more nasty and
That's
badass in
you.
this whole community.
But that's you.
Um,
She is. She's
it's
making shit
just
up. She is.
why?
I
I
don't know.
mean,
Where is
like,
he?
are we not adults or what?
We are. You're
Anyway,
debatable.
you said you were going to delete your channel if you won the weight loss challenge. The challenge never happened, and you never lost the weight. And
Foodie!
I really don't
Foodie! You say you're going to quit YouTube every other day, yet here you are. We still have to see your face. What are you even talking about?
care. I don't see anyone as less of a person for how much they weigh. I don't
Clearly
I
you
don't
do.
really care. Like, honestly,
I
it's
think you
it's
hate
not like a
yourself
one
too.
up because you're a bit smaller than someone else or you're smaller than someone else. It doesn't make you a better person. It doesn't make you a better person at all. Like I said, when you leave this world, and not even then, just in life in general,
Mm-hmm.
what you do is what's going to matter. So I'm trying to focus all of my time
So,
on
Foodie, let me clear this
doing
up
good
for you.
deeds, trying.
When you leave this world, Foodie, you will be known as the person who abused a senior cat, who neglected her. You will be known as the person who doxed a family and helped dox a few others. You will be known as the person who sits all day and rages. You will be known forever. Do you know this? Because I will never stop talking about it. As somebody who lied and said someone sold their child for a bottle of booze. Do you get that? What good are you going to be known for? What good do you do? Are you doing anything charitable during Ramadan, or is it all about Foodie?
Trying to better myself, trying to just move on. And I will. And I am moving on. I have moved on for a lot of things. I make peace with myself. So the only thing that matters is how I live my life and how I view myself and how God views me. Like, only God can judge me. I know it's a classic saying, but it's really the truth. Because whenever you're done with this life, who's going to judge you? Charlie Gold? FFG is going to be at the pearly gates?
Whoever's judging you has a
I
tough
don't think
job.
so.
They have a
So
whole
I've
list of
really
stuff
just
to go
learned
through.
to accept things the way they are and try to just focus on myself. Doing the gym, it's actually feeling really good being so consistent at something for so
Uh-huh.
long. It doesn't seem like so long. I mean, what, it
Been
hasn't like maybe
twice?
not even been a month yet or whatever, but
3
I
times?
still that's a long time for me.
Mhm.
I've had a trouble with consistency, which of course people love to again hammer that out. People like to highlight my flaws without even looking at their own because they're reactors, they're not the subject, right?
No, I take accountability
But
for my flaws.
that's the
I
irony of
own
it. That's
them.
the hypocrisy of it, is that
She
none
is
of these people are
jealous.
any better. Actually, they've said a lot of worse things and do a lot of worse things. So I mean,
Is me saying you're a spoiled brat, you're annoying, you're a hypocrite, you have really bad decision-making skills, is that comparable to me? I mean, is that comparable to you saying that I sold my daughter for a bottle of alcohol? Is that comparable? I don't think so, Foodie. Nothing I've said. I haven't even like FFG and Charlie Gold. I'm sure they've said stuff about Foodie. Like we can't say. I know FFG has. I don't watch enough of Charlie Gold, but we can't sit here and say like everybody's blameless. But like when she lumps everybody in as reaction channels, like she needs to be very careful because much of the stuff she complains about is what she's done to people like 100 times first, and then people react. Just my point of view.
I heard someone say, like, who wants to watch somebody like me, fat or whatever, boring? How am I boring? How am I boring? If you
But you're
use all of my
boring
content every single day, how?
because you're
That doesn't
background
even make any
material.
sense. Like,
We talk
you,
in this job. We talk during our live
these
streams.
two people in particular are very like obsessed with my life and obsessed with my having to react to everything just to make a buck. But there will always be nasty people like this, and
Like
when
you?
I react to it in a similar way, I'm
Oh,
just as nasty. And I don't like that about myself. I don't like I really loathe what drama does to my mental health. For some people it's just fun. I don't know how,
it's fun for
but I would rather
you.
spend my time at the gym. I would rather spend my time
Hi, Carolyn.
praying. I would rather spend my time at the mosque. I would rather spend the time watching movies with
She
my
is
husband.
obsessed.
I would rather spend the time making my own content here and there for you guys.
Uh-huh.
I hear a lot of comments also like, well, if your husband works, why do you have to work? Okay, technically, no, I don't have to, which is why I'm cutting it back because I'm focusing on myself. Actually, Salah is the one who told me to, you know what, babe, just if you need a break from live streaming, halas, do it. Like, stop. Enough is enough. Do
I'm
it.
sure that's
He
what he
saw what it
said.
was
Yes.
doing to me. He saw that
He does more BS.
I can't control myself if I'm like provoked or triggered. So
Linda,
it's
he
better to
looks
just take a step
exhausted.
back. And that's why I'm doing it. I'm not doing it to punish my viewers or my
Yeah,
beezers.
you are.
I know, that's why I'm giving you the option if you need to cancel your membership for the time being. I don't know if I might do some in the future or not, but I'm thinking more of just what I'm enjoying doing is actual vlogs, like for a couples channel. That's my favorite. And we
It's
have
the
a
only
lot
time
of
he
the
takes you
ASMR
out.
channel planned content. We're probably going to do a lot of walking through the different markets and things like that. Of course, Salah will hold the camera because I wobble too much, but
We know.
it'll be a really good exercise at the same time. It's content, and I mean, there's so many picturesque things here to do. Beaches, and
Why
there's
don't you
also
show
a
us
lot
that
of
instead of
just
this?
markets and stuff that people would find interesting. People like watching walking and driving videos. I've seen some channels with hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people in this. I think I watched a guy, his name is Charlie Boy. He just drives around like in his car. He doesn't
Why do
even
you
edit, he
hate
just
other
drives,
people?
and people love watching it. I
Hold
like
on.
watching that kind of
She knows everything she touches turns to shit, and she throws this like innocent or not reaction channel, but this channel just minding their own business under the bus. Like, she knows what she's doing.
content. So I figure if I like watching it, then there must be other
Who
people
knows?
who like
Nobody
watching
gives
it
them
as well.
trouble,
Another thing, and Salah told me not to address this, but
I'm going to. So
our relaxed area channel used to be Salah's channel. Like during COVID, he made a channel. He made an ASMR channel, and
what?
he saw all the people commenting negatively, and he wanted to use that channel to comment positive things about us, comment
You're
positive things about
weird,
our
dude.
channel, about us as a couple, whatever positive comments.
You guys had conversations with that channel, acting like you didn't know each like, great content. Thanks for another video. That's weird, Foodie. I know in your little world, it's normal to have 100 different sock accounts and talk to each other on. That's not normal. Like, are you okay? Can you believe that she's excusing? She's excusing this. Oh, he just wanted to be helpful. Oh my gosh. It's
People use sock
weird.
accounts and troll accounts to tell me to kill myself. They do it
Hold on.
to
Foodie, your fake husband told somebody in your live stream chat to go unalive themselves. Are you serious right now?
body shame, to bash me. I mean, so how is it a bad thing to use another one of your channels to comment good things about somebody you love? To try to
You're weird.
encourage positive comments, like to offset the balance.
This is not
I don't
normal.
see how that's a bad thing. I actually think that's an actual really sweet thing
Of
for him
course
to
you
do,
do.
and
Because
just
you're,
shows
oh
that
my
he really
gosh.
cares.
Is this real life?
And I don't know. I just think, some people might think it's cringy. That's fine.
You
But I
have
think that most people
conversations
have
with
sock
each other,
accounts,
back and forth,
and
in the comments.
um, so that they can be anonymous and say what they want. The thing is even if you're anonymous, just because you're
It is
anonymous
a
and nobody
scam.
knows it's you saying it, you still know it's you saying it. God still knows it's you saying it, and it doesn't mean that you're going to escape the karma that comes with
Exactly, Foodie. So you should probably apologize for what you said.
being
It
so
is.
vile
It is
towards
Genevieve.
people. If
Thank you,
I'm
Freya.
if I'm going to be held accountable, as everyone likes to hold me accountable for what I say, you
No,
can
Sachi, I
guarantee
don't.
that you're going to be held the same accountability. I will say, I see people holding, Charlie as the new hero for going against FFG. The thing is that she's not any better. Like she's not any better, because if you look at her career history on YouTube,
It was
it's been
Lisa.
just as vile towards Amberlynn and I. It's been nothing but being ableist, making fun of the fact that Amberlynn couldn't walk up a curb. I've basically, in other words, heard her say that I don't care if I ate myself to this way, I deserve to be made fun of. Like, that just really, it just really
Foodie, remember what you said about me selling somebody?
wow, it's like it's okay to bash on fat people because they had issues with food, and I mean that's the most self-loathing
Foodie, what
statement
you
I've
don't
ever heard any.
get is like, seriously, like at the end of the day, do I sit and care about your weight? That's your issue. Like, it doesn't affect me. People, I think, say what they say about you because you and Amberlyn are horrible people and say horrible things and do horrible things and treat people really badly. You'll never get people don't hate you because of your weight. People just hate you because of you.
Anyone make, and I feel bad that you feel that way about yourself. Have some self-compassion, man. Like
Yeah, and she made
really,
fun of Amberlyn's cankle.
I can't fathom
It's a
ever thinking
canklet.
that way about
She
myself,
make
but it makes
canklet or
sense
something.
that somebody who bashes other fat women for a living um would have that sentiments toward
So,
themselves
Foodie, if
because
I
that's
can't talk
exactly what
about you
project
because you're fat, then you can't talk about me because I was once a drunk. Okay? Does that make any sense to you?
is. You feel
Oops, my computer's stuck. Hold
a
on.
certain way about yourself and you
Okay.
project that onto other people.
Yes, you
As
do,
for
Foodie.
former Beezer, Missy Moo, I don't really want to give her much attention because that's exactly what she wants right now. But to say that
But
you
she what?
bullied people for me
Huh.
is a total lack of taking
Okay.
any adult responsibility for the action.
I'm not defending Missy Moo because I think she's done some horrible stuff. I can only say that she apologized to me. Um, I haven't talked to her. We don't like that's not a thing. But I will say, and I'm not defending her, but I did see Missy Moo said that um oh gosh, hold on. Whatever Foodie's saying, I know it isn't true. Hold on, let's finish this thought.
Your own actions and what you
Oh
say.
yeah, so Missy Moo said that Foodie never encouraged her, and that was when they first started fighting and everything was coming out. Missy Moo said that Foodie never told her to target anybody. So Foodie's just talking just to talk right now. I mean, there's plenty of things to say about Missy Moo without having Foodie having to lie, you know?
Say, I never asked you to white knight for me. I never ask any Beezers to do any of that. I don't tell people to attack other people. I don't tell
I think
people
they
to
think they have to do
come
it
to
to be
my
your
defense.
friend,
I don't
Foodie.
need it. I don't need people to come to my defense for me. I'm fine. But I never, ever asked you, ever, to do any of these things for me. You actually look very ridiculous to now sit there and completely 180 and contradict everything you've said and done for years. Um, Lies included. Um, Again, sadly using Cuba Rage, which happened. How long are people going to hold that over my head, being drunk and saying vile things? What's
Foodie!
the excuse of some of these reactors who are sober and say really?
Hold on. Foodie, your Cuba rage wasn't that long. Like, it was a while ago, but not long enough for me to even consider to be in your past because you're not sorry for it. Anything I've done wrong has truly been in my past. People count me getting scammed by GB as me doing something wrong on the internet. No, I was an innocent person just living my life. He DM'd me, kept DMing me, kept DMing me, and then I started talking, like responding and talking, and then it turned into something. But like everything I've done wrong is truly in my past and I've worked on and I've gone to therapy for and I've talked to somebody about it. And I made sure I had tools to not repeat the same mistake. And her whole thing, oh, saying horrible things about me sober. I just call you out, Foodie. I don't have to make shit up about you. I react on your horrible, 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 horrible ways and how you treat people and animals. Like, I can't even imagine being your age, like our age, we're the same age, and going through life like, so unaware of my own behavior and the way I treat people, then crying that saying like people are doing it to you. How did you get by this far? Like, how did you get through life this long, this far? How did you do it? How? Oh, no. Mhm. Hold on, you guys, we gotta try something. Okay, you guys, we have to end this stream and restart it. I just messed up my whole live stream. We'll see you for the rest of it in, like, a minute.